Thank you for your interest in the office of the trustee of the Center Township of Howard County, Indiana. Did you know that township government is one of the oldest forms of local government still in existence today? The fact is that over 100 years before the United States was formed and well before Indiana was a state, American colonists were laying out square divisions called townships so that local government would be located close to the people. Even then, as now, not all townships were associated with towns. In the days of horses and buggies, it took hours to travel just a few miles, so local government fell to the townships. Did you know that in Indiana, in the Constitution of 1852, township trustees were established and have been a vital part of the Indiana government ever since? The fact is that in the 1800s and early 1900s, township trustees performed several vital duties, including establishing and operating township schools, building and maintaining roads and bridges, overseeing and giving assistance to the poor, supervising elections and registering voters, burying Civil War veterans and maintaining cemeteries, settling fence line disputes and maintaining fences, providing fire protection where there was none by organizing fire departments, maintaining libraries and histories, and operating the local court system, which was the justice of the peace. Oh, how things have changed! You might not recognize this, but perhaps you've seen this. Your school might not have looked like this, but probably more like this. No more wooden bridges. Now they are steel, cement, and pavement. And libraries? Well, they're still a great place for kids. And that old one-horse-powered buggy has given way to paved highways and multi-horsepower engines. So now that you can get to London in about the same amount of time it once took to get to the State House in Indianapolis, do we really need townships and trustees? What is it that trustees do anyway? Well, according to the laws of the state of Indiana, trustees still maintain abandoned cemeteries. They still oversee fence disputes and see to it that fences are maintained. They still provide fire protection for unincorporated areas. Incorporated areas are usually cities. They can still help people, that is, legal residents, register to vote. And yes, they still give assistance to a lot of people. So what makes all of this happen? Well, first of all, the state legislature has passed statutes or laws that provide for the election of local government leadership. The voters then elect 3 township board members. In Center Township, those are Mr. Napoleon Leal, Mr. Steve Geiselman, and Ms. Linda Kuntz. And then the voters elect a trustee. In Center Township, that's Dr. Robert A. Lee. The board members and the trustee all serve for 4 years. And then the legislature gives the county the right to collect taxes. From those taxes collected in Howard County, Center Township and the other 10 townships of Howard County use only 2% to accomplish what the state says they must do. The state legislature passes and defines the laws to which townships must adhere and mandates that townships must do many of those things which have already been pointed out, such as provide fire protection, maintain cemeteries, and oversee fence lines. Then they also can provide and maintain parks and community buildings, and they must provide insulin for the poor, and also provide township assistance. Township assistance consists of providing the basic necessities of life, which include medical care, clothing and footwear, food, shelter, and essential utilities, including gas, electricity, water, and sewage. Sometimes those basic necessities can include non-food items and transportation to seek employment. Do you wonder how the township can do all of that with only 2% of the county tax dollars? Well, when the economy is good, the township can set aside money because requests for help are usually down. And then when the economy is bad and requests for help are up, the township can use the funds that were set aside during those good times. Either way, the township exists to serve the citizens of Center Township through good times and the bad.